Next, we're ready for our three-part drill. So we're going to start by saying all of the letter names and sounds that we've learned so far. Then we'll use our blending board to use those sounds, blend them together to make a word. And last, we'll do our vowel sticks. So remember, if you don't have vowel sticks at home with you, that's okay. You can always just use a little piece of paper or a sticky note to write each of the vowels on, and then you could hold that up. Or you can always just say the vowel sound that you hear in the middle of each word. But let's start with our letter names and sounds. We'll shuffle them up a little bit. All right, say it with me. Here we go. H says L says ol. G says g. M says O says aw, and O says O. A says a, and A says A. D says d. K says C. H says ch. J says j. P says p. U says and U says you. C says k. T says t. I says I, and I says I. Let's use those sounds to blend together and make some words. So as always, we're going to say each word 2 times. So we'll say the sounds, blend it together, and then we'll do that one more time before we switch out the cards. All right, you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. It, kit. Say that one again. It, kit. Ooh, tricky. It is a real word, but does C match with I? No, it doesn't. We would need a K here to have it spelled the right way. Let's switch out. Ooh, just the middle sound. 1, 2, 3. K, t, cut. Good, one more time. K, t, cut. Ooh, real word or nonsense word? Yeah, that's a real word. You could maybe cut paper. Let's change the first sound and the last sound. 1, 2, 3. J, p, jup. One more time. J, p, jup. No, you're right. Just a silly word, a nonsense word. Let's change just the first sound and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Ch, p, chup. One more time. Ch, p, chup. What do you think? No, you're right. Just a nonsense silly word. Let's try changing the last sound and the middle sound. 1, 2, 3. Ch, a, d, Chad. One more time. ch, ad, chad, chad. Yeah, it could be someone's name, but we would need to have a capital C because we always put a capital letter if it's someone's name. Let's try the first sound and middle sound. 1, 2, 3. K, I, D, kid. One more time, just like that. K, I, D, kid. Yeah, that's a real word, like a child, a kid. Let's try the first sound and the last sound. 1, 2, 3. O, I, G, lig. One more time. O, I, G, lig. No, you're right. Just a nonsense, silly word. Let's try one more. Let's do first sound and middle sound again. 1, 2, 3. G, hug. Good. One more time. G, hug. Real word or a silly word? Yeah, you're right, a real word. Maybe you give a hug to someone you know. Last, we're going to do our vowel sticks. So again, if you don't have these sticks, you can just say the sound that you hear. We're going to listen for the middle sound in each of the words I say today. Our first word today is the word rib. Say the word rib. A rib is a bone in your body. What sound do you hear in the middle of the word rib? Go ahead and say it. Yeah, we hear the I sound. So we say I says I in rib. What sound do you hear in the middle of the word chop? Say the word chop. I can chop down a tree. What sound do you hear in the middle? Right. Op. O says ah in chop. Next word. Let's try the word tub. Say the word tub. I took a bath in the tub. What sound did you hear in the middle? Yeah, our new one. U says in tub. Good. Let's try two more. What vowel sound do you hear in the middle of the word? What about, bat? Say the word bat. I took my baseball bat and hit the ball. What sound do you hear in the middle of bat? Yeah, the ah sound. So we say A says ah in bat. Let's try one more. What vowel sound do you hear in the middle of the word hut? Say the word hut. A hut is a small house. Hut. What do you hear? Yeah, again with our new one. We hear the sound in the middle of the word hut. U says in hut. Nice job today, friends, with our 3-part drill.